mount escapes. So we're gonna start off, we're gonna focus on the buck and roll too. And this is one of those things that it's underused. It's a pretty good technique, and then it ends up putting you on the top, which is definitely a plus, as opposed to just recovering your guard. So we're gonna start off in the mount here. So the first thing I wanna look at is what to do, like if his hands are on their body. So he's trying to choke, probably. I'm gonna look right at this grip right here. So I'm gonna control the wrist, control the back of the arm, block the leg here, block that foot. This is an important detail, turning those knees. I'm gonna bridge and then turn here, okay? If his hands are on the floor or they're a little bit wider, here, I wanna pull his arm and wrap it here. The risk with this is if his arm is up at all, or he's a strong guy, if I start bringing my elbow up, I'm gonna get my arm and my head together, and then I'm not getting out of the mount, okay? So never put your elbow over their elbow when their arm is up here. I wanna do that when his arm is back here, so I have some time to bail on it if I need to. So the way I'm gonna do that, so if his hands are wide here, I'm gonna be pulling, just like I'm doing a pull-up with my right hand, right on the inside of the elbow here. Right when there's a little opportunity, I'm gonna grab here and trap that arm with this overwrap here. My left arm can kind of pop out and go over here. I'm gonna block this foot, and break, and then roll. If he's grapevining my legs, this is terrible. Like, no one should do this anyway, but like sometimes people will grapevine your legs, and I can have all of this stuff, and it feels pretty good. I'm ready to bridge here, but he's got my legs. So my right leg is right where I want it for the grips that I have. So I don't want to change that. I'm going to kick my left leg straight and then curl it in and then go right into that bridge. So kick and then turn here. I'm going to be moving my leg in this kind of circle motion here. I'm going to bridge and get out here. All right, and then the last buck and roll we're going to look at is this banana style buck and roll. And so this is something that I use quite a bit. Anytime I can trap this arm here, like I block this leg, if he's good, he's gonna be countering the weight here. I try to bridge, I might be able to get all my hips into it, and he's not gonna move. Like, he's just countering too much. And so what I wanna do is I'm gonna keep his leg here with my leg, okay? And I can either do that with the outside of my hip here, or I can catch his foot here. I'm gonna be turning, and instead of trying to bridge up and move him, I'm gonna be moving like I'm trying to bow my hips out like a banana with the belly going this way, and my head going back underneath his head. So I trap his arm here, and my knees are pointing the same direction as if I was gonna bridge. I'm gonna turn, and then I'm gonna pull my head under his head, and then I'm gonna roll out. This one's slow, and it moves about that slow. It's not fast, it's not explosive, but it gets them out of position. Now we're gonna look at the last ditch. So I'm gonna try that banana escape. They're gonna lean really far. So your normal buck and roll, how far would you lean? There, and I'm not, but I can't get him. The banana buck and roll, he knows he's really got to counter, so he puts his weight all the way over here. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go from this grip here to my hand on the hip, and I'm gonna bridge straight up here, push that hip back, and then go right into this footlock guard here. From this position, we've got a bunch of different options. We can do this variation where you're just gonna kick and lift up this leg. Not like an advanced setup, but this is a basic class. So we're gonna get to this position, keep him away from here, or keep him away from a position where he can punch me. I'm gonna lift my hips up, and just lift this leg up here, and then get on top. That's probably not gonna work on a more advanced guy, but we can go to X guard, or we can actually attack the foot. We got this way. We've got a bunch of different options, but for easy escape, we're just gonna do that, like raise the heel and get up on top. So that's it for the fundamentals classes.